You're listening to Sheep, where we put the funny back into the news. I'm Andrew Bolton, and with me, as always, my fellow sheepolite, Mel Fessenden. All right, and we are back with another episode.
Hello, everyone. It is I, Mel Bolton.
And it is I, Andrew Bolton, and together we are Sheep.
I think I started using a real song.
We can be beautiful if we believe, that song?
Because I was giving myself a pep talk.
Wow, that's what goes through your head beforehand? I didn't know.
You can do this, you can do this.
I believe in us. You're like, you might want to get that checked out. I think there's a couple people in there.
A few screws loose, but they're a little rusted and stuck in place. So
there's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Yeah.
So, anyways, what you got going for us today?
Well, there was a story we didn't get to last week, if you remember.
Oh, yeah. You left us with a teaser.
Well, it was a little too dark. We had done a string of dark stories in a row. And so I didn't want to... it was too much dark. Mm-hmm. It was like an all evil story. All evil day. And that was too much.
It just was a dark world.
Yeah.
At that time.
Right. Mm-hmm. So now we're starting off with not that story. That story's coming up next. So stay tuned. But we're starting off with a short Florida story.
Ooh, Florida.
So, wanted Florida man tries to escape deputies on John Deere lawnmower.
What do those guys get, like 10 miles per hour?
Yeah, they're about. Yeah. But they can destroy anything in its way 5 inches off the ground.
Still a little bit terrifying.
5 to 2 inches off the ground.
I guess you wouldn't really want to, like, confront
play chicken
someone
with a lawnmower? No. But it's not like it's the water boys.
Yeah.
John Deere. You know, you're not making a run for it. Well, I mean, you are, but not very far.
I just feel like the police officers would make a circle around him and get the beanbag gun.
And just bean him?
They would all take turns taking shots. See who could knock him off.
Yeah, but what happens to the person who gets hit because they're in a circle?
Let's see. I guess I'm not the best tactician.
That's part of the
you
fun,
also have
Andrew.
You have to keep an eye out for what to dodge, yeah.
Ah, okay, so dodge as well. That's impressive. All right, what a game. So he tried to cut and run. I see what you did there. A wanted Florida man who gave cops the slip in January by diving into a swamp was finally busted last week after trying to flee deputies on a lawnmower. So he already made the slip once, so he's been known to make it
It's probably because he thinks outside the box.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Never mind who am I to get in the way of your creative process, sir. You seem to know way more about this than I do. So the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office said they spotted Dusty Mobley. That is a hell of a Florida name. 40 years old, behind the wheel of a John Deere lawnmower Saturday and shouted at him to hit the ground. I guess he didn't.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm mowing. There's fresh grass on there. I'm going to get grass stains.
It's a good lawnmower, too.
Yeah. So the law-breaking landscaper, they said, had several outstanding warrants and had managed to escape a prior arrest attempt by jumping off a stolen boat and vanishing into a swamp.
So he has pulled something quite similar. Just
with a boat. Yeah. He's like, how can I... There is a
He's gotten addicted to it.
He goes, there's a pile of leaves right over there. If I can just make it to that, I can disappear forever. These guys won't know what hit them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just makes him sound like a dum-dum that had one brilliant moment.
Yeah. He goes, you think it's a fluke, Luke? It's not. I'll prove it to you. You go, just give me the when and where. He goes, lawnmower in July. And they're like, all right, I can do it.
All right.
So Mobley floored the lawnmower and tried to putter away from deputies who hustled after him on foot. So they quickly caught up to Mobley and zapped him with the taser before taking him into custody. I'm just picturing them like running next to him,
right?
being like, pull over. And he's like, No, I'm not gonna.
Few of their bikers come out of the woods.
Yeah, he's veering left and right. There's some push mowers behind him trying to hit him. But
Why?
I don't know, because now it's a lawnmower chase, Melissa. And then they just tase him, and that's how it ends.
Yeah, I guess they can't tase him while he's on the lawnmower.
Why not?
I just feel like if he falls and for some reason it's still going and then somehow he gets clipped by it.
Yeah, maybe they shot the tires out. Who knows?
I'm sure there's a few bored cops out there that are just like, this is finally the moment I can use this.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's see here. Where was I? Oh, so they quickly caught up to Mobley and zapped him. Officials said they found a revolver, methamphetamine, and a handcuff key on his person. This guy comes prepared.
Don't need anything else.
Yeah. Methamphetamine to come up with the brilliant ideas. The revolver if I can't come up with any. And a handcuff key just in case the other two don't work out.
I changed my mind. He's just a lucky, lazy guy.
Yeah, he seems just like kind of like the MacGruber. Except not as effective.
No, he just doesn't have the official training.
That's true.
That's what he's
fair.
missing.
So, cops tried to nab him in January after he was suspected of cutting through a fence and stealing a $40,000 boat. So that's the boat that he jumped off of. He was on it when they ran up to him. Or boated up to him. Who knows?
Gotcha.
All right. Okay, guys, we got that good, fun one out of the way. Are we ready for some darkness?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, yes, you are?
I do believe so.
You're not giving me definitive answers here.
I acknowledge that we are about to listen to what could be potentially one of the worst stories we've ever heard.
Thank you, Kamala Harris. that was nothing. That was a word salad. So, Minnesota mom in triple murder suicide, allegedly bullied by husband's relatives after he shot himself. Huh. Okay, so the husband, just based on the title, it sounds like the husband shot himself, and then the mom killed the two kids and then committed suicide. I told you, dark.
Yeah, that
don't
is
you
really
feel?
dark.
Don't you feel like a piece of crap for laughing through the title?
I didn't think it would actually be one of the worst stories I've ever heard.
Yeah, this is a little darker.
All right. Let's hear more about it.
Okay, now she's in it. She's ready. Can't stop laughing. So the case, which authorities are investigating as a triple murder suicide, has shaken the family's neighborhood in Maplewood, as well as Hmong communities across the country after making national headlines. I don't know what a Hmong is. Is a member of people living traditionally in isolated mountain villages throughout Southeast Asia. Large numbers have immigrated to the U.S., also called Miao.
Okay.
Okay. So it all started before 10:30 a.m. on July 1st when 27-year-old Kos Lee shot himself to death after an argument with his wife, 23-year-old Molly Chang. Man.
Okay.
That stinks. That's one of those. Have you ever done, like, I remember thinking that when I was a little kid, like after having an argument with a parent and going like, you would feel so guilty if I did this.
That's the thing is, I don't think I've heard of many stories where someone just goes off and
After an argument?
After an argument. And I'm just
Meaning it
hesitant
wasn't...
to believe it because it's the first time I've heard a story like that.
Oh, so this actually stands out to you.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, interest peaked. So by 7:30 p.m., and it's in the morning too, so you had all day.
Yeah.
And it's the summertime. So 7:30 p.m., one of the couple's 3 children, 4-year-old Quadrillion.
Okay.
A weird name. I get it. You want a rapper. Was found to have drowned in a nearby Vadnais Lake. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Probably not. So medics attempted to resuscitate Quadrillion, but to no avail. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
Okay, this is crazy. All right.
So on July 1st, 27-year-old husband kills himself.
Mm-hmm.
And then by 7:30 p.m., 4-year-old dead. So do you think...
The next day or the same day?
No, same day.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So medics attempted to resuscitate. So shortly after midnight, Quadrillion's older brother, 5-year-old Phoenix, was found lifeless on the lake. The search was then stopped until daylight. Phoenix is another one of those names that's kind of, a little out there, but we know some Phoenixes,
Okay, yeah. I definitely haven't met a quadrillion, so.
No, I have not met that many Phoenixes either. The little brother, Quadrillion.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Yeah. So, at around 10:40... I apologize, guys. This is a dark thing that's happening. So, the search was stopped until daylight. So, 5-year-old Phoenix was found lifeless on the lake. So, now 2 of the kids are now found.
Yeah, and they're both around water.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, at around 10:40 a.m. on July 2nd, Molly's body was recovered on the lake. Her youngest child and only daughter, 3-year-old Estella, was located 20 minutes later. So the Ramsey County Medical Examiner recently confirmed the cause of death for all 5 family members. Lee's cause of death was ruled to have been suicide by gunshot wound. Quadrillion and Estella's deaths were reported to be drowning and smothering. Phoenix's cause of death was determined to be drowning, while Chang reportedly committed suicide by drowning. So, Dad kills himself.
Yeah.
Mom goes off, kills the 3 kids, and then kills herself.
As a reaction.
They're a very reactive family, clearly.
This would probably be one of the first cases for this kind. Because I feel like if you found out that would happen, you would go into shock and kind of withdraw into yourself. I'm not speaking on a professional basis or anything, but that's what I would think would happen. But I could see her being so shocked that she ended up pulling this because she didn't think they could go on without him.
So she goes, I'm shocked, and then her immediate I could understand. No, I couldn't. But it would be more reasonable if it was days later.
Yeah, had some time to digest it. It just seems...
Yeah, it seems like nobody was there for her. Like, I'm not trying to say that she is in any doubt anything but an evil woman.
Why?
Because she killed her 3 kids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that part. I thought you meant the husband. I was just thinking about the husband. No,
sorry, yeah. She's evil. I lost my train of thought. Darn you. So anyways, Phoenix's cause of death was determined to be drowning, while Chang reportedly committed suicide by drowning. Oh, what I'm saying is, maybe if somebody was there that she could have talked to or taken the kids from her while she went through this grieving process, which she probably would have just ended up killing herself.
Yeah. We can, to get to where she went to, I can only assume that she has no friends or families to turn to.
Right. And the other thing that I'm thinking is that she probably thought to herself, well, I'm going to kill myself too. But then I have these 3 kids that are just going to suffer and die and starve if I don't. So I might as well kill them now. I bet that's how she thought through.
I don't understand that kind of thought process at all. Usually people that think like that are pretty demented.
Right. Hence the husband's suicide. Maybe he was married to a dementor.
Maybe, or it could just be her cracking at that moment.
That's true. So authorities are looking into the cause of Kos and Molly's alleged argument before the young father of 3 supposedly shot himself. They are also expected to investigate the succeeding chain of events, including circumstances that took place in the family's home before Molly called an uncle to share her alleged plan of killing herself and her children.
Oh.
So she had an uncle. Maybe you think he took him serious? Took her serious?
I don't know, because I feel like if he was someone that she would actually tell this to, he would probably have been there for her when all this went down. But I don't know. It's because it happened all in one day, and it was just both.
They both seem reactionary.
Yeah, I guess you were right. They were both just very strong reactions. Not just. They were both very strong reactions to take.
Yeah, he goes and makes a big reaction. She goes, "You think I can't do bigger?" And reacted. Once again, overreacting.
Gosh, my mind can't wrap around this at all, and it's trying to look for other reasons that something that like this would happen. And
Demonic
all I can
possession.
Yeah, there was that crossed my mind, or Hitman, a more logical,
a really good one.
But yeah,
but
this definitely has makings for a horror movie.
The phone call to the uncle kind of just cements it for me.
Well, that basically is what could have been the ending plot of what was it, Amityville Horror?
You mean the fictional horror movie?
He was loosely based off of a real place or something like that, but
there's the word horror exists.
But yeah, that's I'm just saying I'm not saying it was a factual movie or anything. I'm just saying that's almost the plot line if it had carried through.
I gotcha. I agree. I thought demon as well. So since the deaths, there have been reports that Molly was bullied by her husband's relatives in the immediate aftermath of his alleged suicide. A Medium post by writer Ya Vu, who is Hmong, described how Kosa's family allegedly ganged up against the young mother on social media. What do you know? Online bullying. Citing information from unidentified sources, Vu noted that Kos and Molly had problems in their marriage from the beginning. Oh. I lost my spot. Oh, there we go. Kosa's family reportedly did not approve of Molly for unspecified reasons, but one allegation claimed that she was cheating on Kos. That would be a problem.
Yeah.
But it's only an allegation, not proven. So shortly after Kosa's death, his family members reportedly went on Facebook Live to talk about the tragedy and tear down Molly, View noted. They allegedly called her names such as homewrecker, slut. I guess slut's now considered a curse word because it's got an asterisk where the U is.
Oh.
That's interesting. Slut, congratulations. You made it.
Yes.
You are no longer suitable for written news. You're still good enough for me, though. So, homewrecker, slut, cheater, and evil.
Okay.
None of those are...
her reaction actually came from somewhere, is what they're saying.
Well, maybe so did his, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
You know, if you've been cheating on me for a while, I could understand why a guy would do that. You know, you're feeling a little vindictive. You're feeling a little hurt.
Yeah.
Right? And you go, well, I want to hurt you as bad as you hurt me. And the only way I can do that and I'm pretty miserable right now. So 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah. Okay.
So Molly then reportedly called an uncle saying that she could no longer take the abuse. Was this one day? She allegedly informed him that she would drown herself and her children, though it's unclear whether she provided any further details. Vu urged others to separate facts from hearsay. Once people are dead, all that is left is hearsay. What friends and family from both sides are saying can be taken however you'd like, Vu wrote. The only things we do know as a fact is the timeline of events and what we've seen on videos shared.
Yeah, at the end of the day, unfortunately, everyone that this happened to has passed away. So there's nobody to actually speak about what happened.
Yeah, so it just goes off into the ether.
Yeah.
Man, way to go, demon. Pulled off a good one. So, Vu also shed light on other factors that may have influenced the horrifying case. Among these was the fact that Molly, who was biologically Burmese and Thai, was adopted. So why would anybody care?
Maybe just different culture.
Molly's mother reportedly died a few years ago, and her father, who remarried, allegedly left her to fend for herself. Well, I mean, she's got a 5-year-old. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
So whether the accusations were true or not, we'll never know. But Molly felt everything she did was met with disapproval. She felt as though both her father and her husband's family didn't love her children because of who she was, an outsider, Hmong by culture, but not by birth. Are we really trying to sympathize here with the lady who killed her 3 kids? We're trying to put this off onto bullying. we're trying to put this off onto the... Do I agree with what the husband did? No.
No.
Because let's say she was cheating on you, then you left your kids with a cheating woman. And you can't trust a cheating woman, especially a cheating woman in a small community.
Oh, okay.
Right? And so that was kind of a selfish move. And I'm not saying it's horrible what happened, but it's a little bit his fault, and then it's a lot her fault.
Right. And I don't think it's more that they're making excuses for her. I would see it, or how I see it is they're kind of trying to figure out how to mentally accept it, what has happened.
No, what they said here is whether the accusations were true or not, meaning if she was a cheater, we'll never know. But what we do know for certain is that Molly felt everything she did was met with disapproval. So what they're saying is we don't know for a fact that she's cheating, but what we do know is that she never felt loved. And it's like, if you are... I'm just arguing from the standpoint of her actually cheating. If she didn't cheat, this is all horrible, and I do blame the family.
For me, I don't know if her family's verbal abuse has actually been happening for as long.
Sounds like a day.
All we've heard about is 2 days. I don't know if it has happened for a long duration. So I really wouldn't have much of an opinion.
All right.
On that part.
You're not ready to say anything yet.
Yeah.
So Vu stressed that Molly's life and death impart lessons for the Hmong community, especially in how critical and judgmental our community can be for those who do not look like us that live within our society. The writer also pointed out the bad that comes with tribalism, such as not standing up or speaking out against our own relatives when they are mistreating others. So the July 1st case has sparked discussions elsewhere on social media. In one Reddit thread, users speculated on reasons why Molly resorted to such extreme measures. Yeah, nobody cares about you guys.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So after Kosa's death, a social worker reportedly spoke with Molly and stayed with the family for a few hours. Lee said they thought there might be a 24-hour supervision following the incident. Yeah, that would make sense.
Right.
Like what we said at the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But only stayed with the family for a few hours? That seems crazy.
Yeah, I feel like...
Lunch was good. You ready? You're like, no, I still got dinner and dessert.
I think I would have, maybe just because their police isn't like our network where we have someone that kind of puts you on a suicide watch for a little bit.
Yeah, it's a remote mountain village. They want to be remote like that.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not great for some people. So that's kind of, that culture probably just didn't suit her.
It isolated her.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would say, maybe make it sounds like her father made it out, but she got stuck there after having some kids.
Yeah, there are people out there that kind of are born without anything, and this has happened in a few cases where they're just not born with anything, and then life just kind of, it's never showed any steadiness to it at all, and a lot of bad things happen to them. And then they develop into an adult that hasn't matured mentally or emotionally on what we're all used to, and then they make really crazy judgment calls like she did.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she was as insane as I'm making her sound.
Yeah, it really just depends if she cheated, for me.
Yeah.
That's a big crux of it. If she did, then...
Yeah, it just makes her seem much more confident as an individual, whereas if it isn't true, I see her much more mousy and...
Yeah, and I see her as a victim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas if she's cheated, I feel like she's a perpetrator. Weirdly enough. And I don't know if that's fair.
It's just you can't look at her completely with pure intentions.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. I go, well, you're already a cheater. And that's, it's a little conflating. Like, you're a cheater. You're a step away from murder. Like, that's kind of a big leap. But
it is a big leap.
But if I had to put, like, two people in a lineup and I go, who's more likely to be a murderer? They're the exact same, except this guy cheats on his wife constantly. Yeah. You'd go, probably that guy.
You would definitely bring him in for questioning.
Yeah, you'd go, well, if it had to be one of them, right?
Yeah.
Or it depended on what the wives look like, too, I guess.
A lot of factors there.
Yeah. If the other wife is ugly, and you look at that guy and I go, you're the serial killer, aren't you? I can see it in your face. That's why you don't cheat.
All of a sudden, a serial killer, too.
Yeah.
Really
You didn't know
escalated.
you didn't know the situation that we were in, did you? We came face to face with a serial killer just then.
Man.
All
right. Anything else on this crazy story?
Nope. It's all over. I'd like to find out if she cheated, though. That's all.
I just think there's more information that's going to come out.
Yeah. All right. Moving on, guys. Shake it off.
Whew.
That's right, guys. We're going to lose weight together. Shake it off. It's trying to be one of those, whatever those biking coaches are.
Yeah.
What's that class called? Spin?
Yeah, spinning class.
Spin instructors?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys. Let's burn off those July 4th cookies. I'm kidding. Sit your ass down. So, California woman caught on video setting man on fire.
Wow.
Yeah. That actually is the exact sound the flame made when it went up. Yeah. Well done.
Yeah. All right. Well, you're welcome.
There was a little bit of that, too.
Gosh, that's terrifying.
Yeah. So, I feel like fire is also like poison is also a more female way to kill. Is that true?
There was one really crazy one where what a lady did is she made, she boiled water and sugar.
Oh, and she just like would throw it on people and it would just melt
poured
them.
it over them. And you can't, it's like, if you accidentally stick your hand into mashed potatoes or gravy, it sticks to you and it's heavy so it doesn't drip off and it's just burning you.
What a crazy woman.
Yeah.
Also very apt though. She stayed in the kitchen. Can we be mad at her? She's thinking inside the box. That's impressive.
What is that? Is that insecticide?
Yeah.
Did you go in the garage?
Yeah. That is what upsets me most. You're dying, and what upsets you most is I went outside my sworn place.
Washer fluid?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Who got this for you? I put this on the high shelf. All right, let's keep it going. Or let's start. All right. So so you never answered. Is fire more female or male murder? Is it kind of 50-50 from your experience?
From my experience.
I'm just watching all the murder crap.
I would say it's actually more of a guy thing. Guys are much more known to be pyromaniacs.
All right. So, never mind. See? I accept that. So, a California woman was caught on video setting a man on fire at a local park. So, Patricia Castillo, 48, doused her victim with gasoline as he lay on the grass in a park in Sanger near Fresno shortly after 9 p.m. on Thursday, then set the man ablaze. That's only semi-terrifying.
Yeah, right.
So you can't even... She goes, it says park closes at 9! You're like, good Lord!
To help you see your way out.
Yeah. Yeah. She just pulls out some s'mores.
It's a dark woman.
Yeah. That's a little racist, Melissa.
That's not racist. On the inside.
Oh, right. I got you.
It's a black hole.
Yeah. So the video shows Castillo approaching the victim and throwing a liquid from a cup. Oh, that's an easier way to do it. Onto him. And she and the victim appear to argue before Castillo sparks a lighter and lights the victim on fire.
They argue with each other. Do you think it's because she threw a liquid on him or they know each other?
I think it's because she threw gasoline on him.
Gosh. Perfect stranger?
Do you think she... Yeah, that's what it says.
Jesus,
so
terrifying.
far, that's what we know.
Yeah.
Do you think when she threw the gasoline, she thought that it could go... At that point in her head, when she went up, tossed the gasoline...
Mm-hmm. Just a cupful.
Just a cupful. Do you think she could have gone either way at that point, or do you think she was pretty hell-bent on lighting this man on fire?
She was hell-bent. If he's a stranger, for sure.
Okay, yeah. If it's like a loved one, she's like, you're deciding.
Depending on your answer.
Yeah. You decide. You're like, And then of course they started arguing. Like maybe he says something and she like.
I don't know. It sounds like, those girls that were throwing bleach on guys that were man-spreading?
Yeah, it sounds like an
escalation of them. Like, one of them went haywire.
Yeah, it feels like a, gosh darn it. I hate it when my brain doesn't work. Crusade.
Oh, yeah, like it was just the beginning, and she's like, I'm going to just pull this off every night.
I am tired of these people laying here, for whatever reason.
Oh, I could see that if it was like someone that's been squatting there. Like, you know how kind of homelessness has gone up recently.
That's true. But it's at a park. If you're in a park, you can't.
Yeah, you can't really care about it. But there's those nosy Nancys.
Yeah, that's
that
true.
That are just needing to make a stand for some reason.
Yeah, I appreciate you not using the word Karen.
I try not to.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you bring up Anne all the time.
Listen, facts are facts.
Yeah.
So the video shows Castillo approaching the victim and throwing a liquid from a cup onto him. Oh, yeah. We did that already. So the victim was rushed to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Well, that's good. Castillo has been charged with attempted murder, arson, and conspiracy. The surveillance footage was released by police. It is pretty damning. I mean, she looks right at it.
Yeah. I just... Because she only had a cup full, because I don't know how much gasoline it takes to... I would assume it would have been more gasoline it would take to light up someone like that, but I'm surprised by just a cupful of gasoline.
Yeah, it could have been a pint. A pint is quite a bit.
Pint is quite a bit.
Technically a cup. So police said a second person, Leonard Hawkins, was also arrested for allegedly providing the flammable liquid to Castillo. It is not immediately clear what Hawkins was charged with. Instigation?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, I have some gasoline here. There's a guy laying over there.
Yeah, it's a crazy person to be part of this at all.
Yeah, who just carries a cup of, like, I guess if you're neighbors, I don't know. Maybe if you live, like, across the street from the park.
What if it was a dare?
Well, then she is the oldest middle schooler I've ever seen. No, I'm not going to double dog dare you. What are you? Chicken? Give it to me. Give it to me. All right. So I just have to throw it on him? And you're like, yeah, that's it. I go, I don't actually have to light him on fire. No. What happened? You said you weren't going to do it. He tested me, Arthur. He tested me.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that's a crazy woman. That's a mob boss wife. That is. All right. Police have not said if Castillo and the victim knew each other or what the motive was.
I want to say they know each other.
What?
I just can't see someone doing this to a perfect stranger.
I couldn't imagine.
And having an argument right before.
No, I couldn't. I could easily have an argument with somebody who throws a liquid on me. That's usually how I'm going to start a conversation with a stranger if they do that.
As the gasoline thrower, though, are you going to waste time having a little argument while your main goal is just to light him a flame? Well, what if he starts running away before you can light it?
Well, that's my whole point. That's why I was thinking that maybe she was just like, get out of here.
Oh.
She's like, I just threw gasoline on you, da-da-da-da-da. That's why what I'm saying by, like, did she go up there with the intent to really light him on fire? Or he's like, you're not going to do it, you old hag. And then, she did it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they knew each other, though.
All right, we'll find out. Next week. Probably.
Hopefully.
So, moving on. All right. So, gangster's girlfriend pulled knife from bag and stabbed NYC bodega worker. Have you heard? This is kind of a big news that's going on right now, and it's not so much because of the video. Well, it is because of the video, but it's also because the worker was defending himself against an attacker and stabbed the man. So stabbed the attacker, and the attacker died. And so he got arrested for murder when he was at his job and these people came in and started attacking him, and all he did was defend himself.
Oh, this is crazy.
So that's why. So this story is kind of it's kind of making national headlines right now.
All right.
All right. So new surveillance footage has emerged of bodega worker Jose Alba, 61, trying to fend off the gangster he stabbed to death and his girlfriend as the pair attacked him in his store in a row over a $3 bag of chips. Gangster.
That's crazy. That's what you die for.
Yeah. Another one. So Alba has been charged with second-degree murder for the incident on July. Although a bag of chips is getting expensive, $3.
Depends on how big.
Yeah, if it's like a family-size bag.
That's really cheap.
Mid-size bag.
Depends on what it is.
Those small ones, you can get them from like a vending machine for like $1.
$1, probably 25 now.
Ugh, inflation. So Alba has been charged with second-degree murder for the incident on July 1st. So he used the store's box cutter to stab Austin Simon in the neck and chest after he charged into the store wearing a $350 Amiri. I've never heard of this brand before. I apologize. Amiri t-shirt, demanding that Alba apologize to his girlfriend. Ugh. I like the addition of how much the shirt was, so that way they could go.
It definitely puts a perspective on it that this guy was just trying to take the chips.
Right,
he was shits and giggles.
Well, he said to apologize to his girlfriend, so maybe Alba said something to his girlfriend over the $3 bag of chips, and then it escalated, and she goes, "Get in here." Get your Amiri t-shirt ass in here.
Gosh, it's tough because it doesn't. Did the gangster guy attack him with a weapon at all?
No. Well, I don't know. I don't think so.
Right, but he did assault him first.
Yeah, you attack somebody. If you attack a 62-year-old man when you're in your 30s, he's got to assume you're attacking him to beat him down.
Yeah.
So no offense.
Yeah,
I'm going to stab you too. You know?
Yeah.
So it's not like they have, beef and they're going to try to settle it like men. So she had tried to buy a bag of chips, but her card was declined as she tried to pay for them. Alba refused to let her have the chips, which sent her running in a rage to call her boyfriend for backup. You don't have the funds for it. The girlfriend has not been charged despite video clearly showing her stabbing Alba in the arm. And for instigating.
She stabbed him too?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
So after widespread public outrage last week, Alba's bond was lowered from $250,000 to $50,000, and he was let go after posting the required 10%. So other videos obtained by DailyMail.com show Simon, who was on parole for attacking a police officer when he died. Stand-up citizen.
Yeah.
Marching behind the bodega counter to confront Alba. "Papa, I don't want a problem. Papa," Alba told him calmly. Simon charged into the Blue Moon convenience store minutes after his girlfriend tried to buy a bag of chips for her daughter, but her benefits card was declined. The woman who claimed Alba snatched the bag of chips from the child is heard on the video asking Alba, "Did you put food?" Pay food?
Probably.
Yeah.
Pay for food.
So Alba responds that he'll try her card another time. "Okay, Mama, let me do it another time." "My God," he says to her as she insists, "there's some money on it." But he scans the card multiple times and hands it back to her, telling it's not working. The edited footage cuts to show other customers in the bodega as the woman is heard yelling out of view from the camera. "You can't touch my daughter. Don't snatch that out of my daughter, you effing piece of shit." So it was obviously for the little girl.
And she's Mother of the Year.
Right. And so he goes, "Nope, you're not.
Yeah.
Not yours. Your
Can't
mom
just
didn't pay
take
for
it.
it."
Yeah.
Yeah, just because it's for a kid, you expect to get it for free. That's a little bullshisty.
Yeah. It's probably the first time this woman's ever been told no.
There's a good chance.
Yeah.
It's a good chance. So the woman had reported, well, you have a kid now. Your effects are Your powers are waning.
They are cut by half.
Yeah. Try to have another one, see what happens. So the woman had reported that Alba snatched the bag of chips from her daughter's hands when they couldn't pay. Yeah, it's a little much, but I could also see them.
I mean, it's his store.
Yeah.
He's welcome to take back his chips that he still owns.
Yeah, well, it's not his store. He works there.
Oh.
But while I like to think of employees as it's their store while nobody else is around, because it's their responsibility.
Right.
So therefore, yeah. So she continues, I'm going to bring my N-word. Nice try, guys. Still can't say it. Down here, and he going to F you up. My N-word is going to come down here right now and F you up. Alba tells her that it is not his fault and that the card was not working. Another woman asked, did they take something from you? Alba replied, no, I take it back.
Handled.
And yeah. Simon can then be seen on video storming into the store and walking behind the counter where he confronts Alba. What's up with you? N-word. Ooh. And this is hard R, too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not a compliment one.
No. Hard R N-word. What is wrong with you? He yells at him. In previous footage that was released, the fight between the two men breaks out when Simon goes behind the counter and is seen pushing Alba into a chair. Yeah, you can't do that. At that point, as soon as somebody's standing over you like that, you can't.
Yeah, he had to think he was about to be pummeled.
Yeah, you're about to get your ass kicked. Alba he goes, and he just beat a police officer up. So what does he give a crap about a store clerk?
Yeah.
So Alba grabbed the store's box cutting knife to stab him in the neck and chest. Simon later died in the hospital. In the new video footage, it cuts to show bloody Simon splayed out on the bodega floor. His girlfriend is heard yelling, "That was over $3. $3 effing dollars. He snatched something out of my daughter. Please help him." So you don't understand
She doesn't understand that this was
her fault.
Instigating. Yeah.
I mean, it's not her fault because the guy still has... Listen, the guy should have been smart enough to go, it's $3. You can't get some chips. Oh, well. Move along. I'm on probation.
She was definitely the spark, though.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what she told him when she went out.
The spark that starts the rebellion.
Well, who knows what she told him.
Spark of the rebellion. Damn it. Sorry.
Well, who knows what she told Simon when she went out to the car.
Well, she probably said, Simon says, and then go beat his ass, Simon.
Yeah. So I could see her easily, because she's not even owning up to it in the end. I bet she told him some really escalated fib.
Yeah. There's a good chance of that.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen ladies in people, but mostly ladies.
Yeah, they just tie just enough small lies in there
With
with enough truth.
Yeah.
So when he interacts with the store worker.
Right, like she probably didn't say that her card bounced.
No.
She probably just said he snatched some chips out of your daughter's hands. Hopefully it wasn't his daughter.
With how he reacted, there's a good chance. Maybe. I don't know. He could have just done it for his girl.
This type of woman just likes guys that do this type of stuff, and then when bad stuff happens, they play the innocent.
Yeah.
But if that guy,
I'm just an angel.
But if her boyfriend had beat that guy's ass and come back and grabbed some chips and handed the chips to the little girl and walked away, she would have been so hot for him.
She would think she owns that store after that.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I guess it is 60-40. I'm willing to put 60% on the guy because he's in charge of throwing his own punches, but 40% her for really manipulating that dummy. So Alba was released from Rikers Island on Thursday evening after his bail was loaded from $250,000 to $50,000 and returned to his Hamilton Heights home wearing an electric monitor and accompanied by one of his sons. Osama Albadiani, 35, who owns the bodega, told the Post that he was haunted by what happened and worried about possible retaliation from Simon's friends after. Yeah, especially if they're gangsters. He claims that he saw 2 of them in a car outside the store. I'm scared for my life, he said. Yeah.
Yeah, he's...
This is when the Second Amendment comes in handy.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if he can qualify for the program where they hide you away. I'm forgetting what it's called.
Oh, protective service?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, protective services. I think you're right on that.
It doesn't feel right. So, but I appreciate the support. Yeah. So, let's see here. Alba's fellow bodega workers said they will not let him return to work because they fear the victim's friends will come to harm him.
Yeah, I would move.
I love how... Right, exactly. So, and I love how this author... These gangsters are like, man, where does he live? And then they read this and they're like, Hamilton Heights, bro.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it's a big area, but...
Still, you stay around there long enough.
You'll find him. Not to give you any ideas.
No, sorry. Please don't listen to us.
We're idiots. So, we're not letting him come back, a Blue Moon convenience store worker named Wilson told the New York Post. Wilson said his victim's friends and family now know where Alba works, and his coworkers fear it's a death sentence if he returns. Wilson said he is now scared that he could face a similar situation to Alba if he were forced to protect himself. Yeah, you might have to get witness protection.
Yeah, witness protection. You're right.
Yeah.
I think he's just going to have to move.
Yeah, get out of town. So why is Alba getting charged? He was working. Now that makes workers even more scared. Yeah.
I don't know. He might be safer in prison.
No, you don't think gang members have friends on the inside?
I was hoping that like a small...
There's a whole song about it.
I was hoping just those 3 people were part of the gang.
No. That's a club.
No, it can't be a club. That's a biker thing.
No, a club? No, 3. You need at least... You can't have 2 for a club. You need to have at least 3. At least that's what the schools always said. So they're 3 club.
Yeah, but you can be a gang with 3 too.
You can be a gang with 3. Name one gang with 3.
The 3 Musketeers.
Triads. All right. Let's see here. He wasn't looking for trouble. He was working. What is he supposed to do? That guy could have done anything. Alba is an old man. It's not fair. I think this immigrant just proved that these normal people who move here from, I don't even know where this guy is from.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's an immigrant. I'm assuming it's from the Middle East because I'm stereotyping.
Well, he had a little bit of broken English too.
Yeah, that's also why. But Mama and Papa, that sounds more Spanish to me.
Yeah.
But these people who are immigrating from these countries that aren't exactly, first world, are clearly tougher than our gang members.
Oh, that is a weird thought.
That guy, he picked up a box cutter quick. He knew exactly where that thing was. Just neck, and then gut. That's neck and chest. He punctured throat, punctured lung. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's a...
At 62?
Right, you want to think he's had maybe some practice in taking on some adversary. I don't know.
And maybe the other guy should have stayed in jail, learned how to shiv fight a little better.
I just think he never expected a 6-year-old man to defend himself, so he didn't even think about taking a weapon with him.
That's probably true.
Yeah, he's just like, this is going to be an easy beating. I'll look good in front of my girl.
Yeah, that's probably true. And get some Cheetos while I'm at it. So Wilson has expressed fear over the growing gun problem in New York City, saying he doesn't know who has a gun in their neighborhood. He also said that all the workers are trying to do is make money and serve the community, not deal with violence. They should consider self-defense, another employee, Esco, told the Post. We are risking our lives serving the community. Yeah, you're not. He did. I don't like it when that happens, because then I could say the same thing about myself.
Yes, but I could see for him being in the area that he is He probably, and especially with this happening so close to home, he probably does feel now every day he goes into work, he's risking his life.
Who, this random guy?
Yeah. Oh, I thought he was a coworker.
He is a coworker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would be a little freaked too, I guess.
Just this one individual, because he had this happen at his workplace.
Yeah.
Who knows if the gangsters might just take it out on the whole store.
Yeah, that would make sense. Gangster's law. All three of them. Well, two of them now. No longer a gang.
Yeah.
Now just a partnership.
Just buddies.
Yeah. They ruined it. Now we're just two dudes in a car. So at a hearing on Thursday, prosecutors from Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg's office moved to lower Alba's bond from $250,000 to $50,000. He was only required to post a $5,000, which was paid by his family and boss. Well, that's nice. Alrighty. Moving on. Alrighty, guys, to the last story of the day.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun. You always choose weird dun, 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 something like that. Seems more appropriate. Last story of the day.
I didn't watch Law and Order that much.
Okay, but you knew what the sound was.
I did.
But you watched whatever. Dun, 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 dun. You watched that a lot.
That was Dudley Do-Right.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I watched a lot of nerdy cartoons when I was younger.
Never mind. It makes perfect sense now. So, for the last story of the day, kids were being loud at this Florida steakhouse, and a diner pulled out a fork.
Oh.
That's right. Mm-hmm. So, What? I'm sorry?
I was just saying, hopefully not the entree fork, just the salad.
Oh, yeah, the tinier one.
Mm-hmm.
They are children.
Yeah.
Come now. So a disturbing incident occurred at a restaurant in Southwest Florida on Wednesday. According to I like how Northwest, all the other directions were like, that's Southwest stuff.
Yeah.
You keep that out of Florida. Make sure they specify Southwest Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So according to the Lee County Sheriff's Office, a man was arrested after he allegedly threatened a fellow diner. Ooh. With an eating utensil at a restaurant in Estero Mall. You're at a mall.
Oh, mall restaurant.
You're at a mall restaurant. It's like, who are you? Who do you think you are? I don't know why I got Irish.
I don't know either.
Who do you think you are?
I don't think mall restaurants' food's all that fresh.
Well, no, it's not. Well, it depends on what type of mall it is. If it's like one of those outdoor...
Oh, true. An outlet one?
Yeah, an outdoor outlet mall. Those can have some nice little spots. But like an indoor mall, it's something about all the same air.
I'd rather go to the food court.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Not my favorite. Anyways. So according to an arrest affidavit, a family was finishing up dinner at the Wasabi Steakhouse around 6 p.m. Early dinner. In the Miramar outlets. All
right.
When they're so never mind, you can expect a little. I was going to say, if this was a restaurant in a mall, then you really have no expectation of kids being quiet.
Yeah.
But if it's like an outlet mall one where it's like a private, like its own building, yeah, then I can understand that.
Could be a fancier place, but
yeah, it does have Wasabi Steakhouse, so it'd be like ketchup steakhouse if you think about it. Because it's a condiment.
Right. I'm not picturing it as the classiest joint.
Yeah, but maybe it's a Japanese steakhouse. That's what we know. All right. So, So in the Miramar outlets, when their two young daughters became disruptive and loud. Seated at the next table, the suspect, later identified as Joseph Vatter, became agitated by the noise and told the father to shut his kids up.
Joseph.
How long are you... you can't ever say that, but if you can... I've heard that if a stranger talks to a child, that the child is so freaked out by that whole thing that they just shut up.
Yeah. I actually believe that's true.
Yeah, because I remember being yelled at by a stranger as a little kid, And I did exactly what they said because I was like,
Yeah. Who are you?
yeah. Are you the president of the United States? Should I listen to you?
Yeah, I just, I don't know. I only got yelled at once by a stranger. And then my dad went Papa Bear on it, so.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
What did he do? He just got in his face? Chest bumped him? Chest?
No, I mean, he was like,
He abandoned you and
don't
left
yell
your
at
mom?
my daughter.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad never did any of that for me. He did it for my sister, and he threatened to burn down my brother's coach's home.
Oh.
But I found out, being 10 years younger than them, that I found out that when my dad gets involved, it's like throwing gasoline on a problem. Weirdly enough. It's like bringing that lady.
Just making sure it really ignites.
Yeah. Oh, I can go crazier.
So let's hear how he got to trying to tell someone. I assume he's gonna stab him with a fork.
Yeah, maybe.
It's usually the go-to.
It's usually what I would do. Oh my God, thank God his entree hadn't showed up yet. Otherwise, he would have had a knife. So the victim told cops that he said that he and his wife were trying their best to keep them calm, but the situation escalated. I don't know. If you're in
a restaurant and your kids are being rowdy
Take
to
them
the
outside.
point where you're having trouble to hush them, you have to just go home. You got to call it quits. They're grounded for a month.
Yeah.
Because that's just embarrassing.
Or you just take them outside and you tell them to calm down.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You go calm down. Or go sit in the car. I was told to go sit in the car whenever I acted out.
Yeah, I know they were quick to just pack us up and put us at home.
Yeah, you guys are horrible. Let's go. You ruined it.
Yeah.
So the victim told cops that he said that he and his wife were trying their best. Oh, yeah. The offender picked up a fork, looked at the victim, and threatened to use the fork to stab him in the throat.
Ooh, that's a bit too much, sir. Usually, soften it up. Although the eyeball is a more gruesome picture, it just sounds nicer than the throat. Just like, I'm going to stab your eyeball.
Yeah, that's not that intimidating.
Right?
No, but what I was saying was, I don't remember. Yes. So you don't want to use I feel like a good threat is not one where you tell the person what you're going to do. A good threat is being able to just hold the fork and let them imagine it.
Yeah.
That's a real just be
just
like,
hold it up in front of your eye and then look through the fork at them.
Yeah, and then all you got to do is just like lift it up, right, and point it at them, like Obi-Wan, right, and you do that the 2-finger come at me thing that he does to Darth Maul. We all know what we're talking about.
The dad would have at least understood, and the mom.
And then if that guy's a Star Wars fan, you've made a friend. You see?
He was like, girl, shut up. He's using the Force.
Yeah. Shut your face. So the complainant then got his family to leave and said the offender got inches from his face and continued to be belligerent. Yeah, once you're on the way out, you've won. What are we doing?
Yeah.
So after the family soon exited the establishment, Vader, 49, followed. Yeah, you can't do this. You're now
you're just being aggressive.
Right. The restaurant was happy with you when you got him out of there.
Mm-hmm. But then it went to your head really quickly.
There's 2 Batman quotes that I think work well with this guy.
Oh.
All right. The first one, when he's telling him to shut his kids up, it's not the hero you want, but it's the hero you deserve.
Okay. All right. That's a good one.
All right. And then after the family soon exited the establishment, Vader, 49, followed. You either die the hero or you live long enough to become the villain.
Gosh, both are so apt.
Right. Okay. So this guy just he got in his head. He goes, I'm in the right, and then eventually
it became delusional.
Yeah, and he became. I don't think he was ever in the right per se. Like, was he an ass about the whole thing? Yeah.
No, but he was like, I did good.
I got these people out of here. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, now I'm going to make sure they stay away. He's like a barking dog.
Never come back.
Yeah. So security video provided by the restaurant to NBC2 shows him right behind the group as they leave. You got kids. You can't do that to a group of kids.
No, that's terrifying.
The dad should have...
I don't know what you could do. You don't expect a stranger to do this.
No, what you do as a father is you stop and you let the wife and kids continue. This is the Titanic. Get on the boat. You guys get in the car, get it ready, and I'll follow.
Drive by me, open up the door, I'll jump inside. Great vans with automatic doors.
Yes, of course. And stare at him as you walk away. Eye contact the entire way. So outside in the parking lot, the argument continued, with Vatter smashing the victim's car window, says the police report. That's an impressive thing to do.
With a fork?
You need some kind... They're pretty thick.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's got a wooden handle on it, like a really nice fork. Maybe it is a classy place.
No, it wouldn't... I mean, it's called Wasabi Steakhouse. They have chopsticks.
Yeah, you're right. No knives.
Yeah. They cut all the food for everybody. Yeah, so I guess he did choose the sharpest thing he could, didn't he? So deputies responded to the scene, but the suspect had already left. They tracked him down a short while later and arrested him on charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and property damage. Yeah, you got to get your kids out of there if they're being a nuisance, especially at a thing like a Japanese steakhouse where it has like a show and an interaction. Because I'm thinking of a hibachi, and maybe that's not right, but...
That's how I'm picturing it too, though.
Yeah, you got,
Either way, dinner, even if it was an adult and they were just being loud and obnoxious, it would rub you wrong too. It's just loud and obnoxious people.
I just think people to have there's an unwritten rule for people to be able to relax and enjoy dinner.
Yeah.
Without having something, because you ruin everything. And you got to know you ruin everything. And I know,
but you gotta power through and somehow get your kids to eventually be normal people.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't have kids, so I can't speak on this. I tried to ground them for a month. That was my 2 cents.
The rest of their lives. Yeah, I don't think you can ground a 4 and 5-year-old.
Oh, that's what their ages were?
They're pretty young.
That's pretty young to be at a restaurant.
Well, it's also young to be, like, getting so upset. Yeah.
For sushi? Kids don't want sushi.
Yeah. But if it's a steakhouse, yeah.
Oh, it's a steakhouse. I don't know.
Yeah, that's tough. Anyways, guys, let us know what you think in the comments section below. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for tuning in to another fantastic episode of Sheep. And as always,
stay classy out there, everyone.
There you go.